What is Juneteenth? Juneteenth, also known as Freedom Day or Emancipation Day, is an annual holiday celebrated on June 19th in the United States. It commemorates the day in 1865 when Union soldiers arrived in Galveston, Texas and announced that all enslaved people were free. This announcement came 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, making it the last state in the Confederacy to hear the news of the end of slavery. The history of slavery in the United States. Slavery in the United States began in the early 17th century and lasted until the end of the Civil War in 1865. Millions of Africans were forcibly brought to the Americas to work on plantations and in other industries. Slavery was officially abolished with the passage of the 13th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, but its legacy continues to impact American society today. The Emancipation Proclamation and its impact. The Emancipation Proclamation was issued by President Abraham Lincoln on January 1, 1863, during the Civil War. It declared that all slaves in Confederate territory were to be set free, but it did not apply to slaves in border states or Union-held territory. The proclamation had a significant impact on the course of the war and helped to shift public opinion in favor of abolition. The Civil War and the end of slavery. The Civil War was fought in the United States from 1861 to 1865. It was fought between the Union, the Northern states, and the Confederacy, the Southern states, over issues including slavery, states' rights, and the role of the federal government. The Union victory in the war led to the end of slavery and the eventual passage of the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments to the U.S. Constitution, which granted citizenship and voting rights to Black Americans. The significance of Juneteenth in African American culture. Juneteenth is an important holiday in African American culture because it celebrates the end of slavery and the beginning of freedom and equality. It is a time to reflect on the struggles and achievements of Black Americans throughout history and to honor the contributions they have made to American society. Juneteenth and the struggle for civil rights. Juneteenth is closely linked to the struggle for civil rights in the United States. While slavery was officially abolished with the passage of the 13th Amendment, Black Americans continued to face discrimination and inequality in many areas of life. The civil rights movement of the 20th century sought to address these issues and achieve greater equality for Black Americans. Juneteenth and the fight against systemic racism. Juneteenth is also significant in the fight against systemic racism in the United States. Systemic racism refers to the ways in which racial inequality is embedded in institutions and systems of power. Juneteenth serves as a reminder of the ongoing struggle for racial justice and equality, and the work that still needs to be done to address the legacy of slavery and racism in American society.